Hello, everyone. It's Pat with our Oracle card reading and message for this upcoming week from the 19th through, I believe, the 26th of August, the last final full week of August, and then we're into the fall. So this summer the summer always seems to go by so fast for me. And it was really hot, sticky summer, so I'm looking forward to the fall to go out and enjoy a lot more time outdoors. I was just saying to a friend of mine today that the fall is like my summer because I enjoy the outdoors a lot more when it's a little cooler and we have a beautiful day out here in Massachusetts. So I'm doing like I usually do, and I'm calling on the archangels for who's overseeing us this upcoming week. And had a lot of, as a follow-up to last week's messages, there was a lot of there was volcanic activity and seismic activity that went on, and so that definitely, that part of it was very much on. And reports have come up too of storms that have threatened areas, and people are going to be needing to be evacuated. So anyways, and it was an interesting week. Let's just say that. So anyways, our archangel who's overseeing us this week is Archangel Raphael with this message of healthy lifestyle. And it says, eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. I feel like for a lot of you, this is a sleep thing. So Archangel Raphael is working with us this week to get better sleep. And he may be helping you with some habits of yours, maybe letting go of caffeine or just getting to bed earlier, or it may be that, there is some cooler weather or more comfortable weather coming in where you are, or there's greater comfort, something that's enhancing your ability to sleep better, okay? So Raphael is the healing archangel, and he helps us in any way that we ask when we need to improve our health, our energy, our mood. As he said, a lot of this is eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise for optimal health. And a lot of times your mood and your motivation can be improved by eating better. And this is the time of year, of course, where for a lot of us who are finishing up the end of our summer, we're harvesting. We're harvesting the vegetables from our garden and eating this fresh, organic vegetables and fruits, and that's the best stuff for you. Those leafy greens, really good for your digestive system. So even if some of you don't like them, I'm a fan personally, but anyways, it's for a lot of us, it's about that. It's getting back to not just healthier eating, but thinking of our health in larger terms. Like all encompassing, not just, I'm trying to eat better or be better about what I eat. You're thinking of it in terms of your whole, like, okay, getting better sleep, getting enough proper rest, et cetera, et cetera. So, and for some of you, you're using the fall to kick off some kind of like new eating plan or detox, or some new exercise plan that you set out for yourself. And Raphael's all a part of that. You may have asked for his help, or he's been around and knows that you're looking for that help. So he can also, help you if you are engaged in a program or a special diet. He can help you with the funds and affordability of it, because I know food prices are going up, and they're going to continue to be going up because I know we had a lot of all those fires going on in California. I'm sure you'll see in the newspapers before too long that there's going to be food shortages or things that, because of what's happened, it's going to drive the price up of certain kinds of foods. All right, so I pulled out the fairy deck here, my mixed fairy deck, to call on the fairies for their messages for us for this upcoming week. Fairies, what is going on? What do we need to know? Okay, there's one for the beginning. Then we have the middle of the week. Okay. Oh, okay. So the beginning of our week is heralded by the romance angels, saying the angels are sending you divine love. So I feel like for some people out there, you're celebrating an anniversary of some kind, either a wedding anniversary or the anniversary of having met. At this point in your relationship, and so I feel like there's a celebration going on of some kind. You're celebrating your romance, and I feel like they're just sending in these romance angels that are a group of angels. And they're kind of cherub-like in their appearance. And so they are, like the cupids that you see. They look like that. They're cherub-like. So when they're working with you, I mean, yes, it can mean that there's, maybe you're going out on more dates. You might be doing more romantic things with your partner, or you might be meeting someone new. But when the romance angels work with you, it also, just like Raphael, they can be helping you to make improvements to your life. They might be helping you, maybe those dietary changes that you're after are to help you feel better in your own skin and your own body so that you feel more attractive to other people. They might be helping you to improve your look or your appearance, or do something for yourself that makes you feel good. Because it's when we feel good and we feel at our best that we're most attractive to other people. So they may be working with you along those lines in conjunction with Raphael. Because Raphael's other way that he works with people that I came to understand is as a matchmaker. Okay, so between him and this group of angels, they're working with you to improve aspects of yourself to attract a partner, or to be more attractive to your current partner, or in general, it brings more, you may even just be improving and enhancing your own environment, maybe adding some candles and having dinner by candlelight or by twilight or outdoor, something like that. So the beginning of the week heralds a bit of that going on, okay? The middle of the week has this card about honoring your true feelings about something. So it's about being true to you, okay? And really acknowledging the true feelings you have about either something, some situation, or some person in your life, if the romance angels have helped you to feel like, you could strive for something better, or an improved way of living, then, this is about examining and honoring those feelings that are coming up in you. You might feel called to a different geographical location, might feel, upwellings of a feeling about it being time to move. And it's about, honoring those feelings. In this image, she's, sitting by the water, and water is a very reflective place. A lot of us often go to the water, like to the beach or to a pond or lake that's near us, to sit by it, because it's a great place for reflection and for, just kind of letting your mind wander and drift and being with whatever is there. So, and in this image, she is like, almost looks like she's knitting a little web. It's really kind of interesting. So, but in that sense, symbolically, it's about, as we pay attention to those things that are going through and honoring our feelings, we're in the process of creating something new for ourselves, okay? And, re-examining where we want to go. So pay attention to that, honor it, it's a message like not to deny or sugarcoat either some feelings that you have or a situation that you're in. I know a lot of us like to be positive, and there's definitely a lot of merit and definitely worthwhile to be positive and positive in our thoughts. But that doesn't mean, you sugarcoat or put a layer of frosting on something that you don't feel comfortable or right about. So, you do have to be present with your feelings as they're energy in motion, and they do move on. They move through you. So anyways, towards the end of the week, we got this assertiveness card, which says, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So it may be that, this card this honoring your true feelings has to do with feeling maybe overburdened, or that you're giving away a lot of yourself, or accommodating, doing a lot of accommodating of people. So, this card, assertiveness, is a little bit about stepping up to set some boundaries and standing up for your beliefs. Maybe that you deserve more pay because you're doing the job of more than one person, or maybe that you need some time off because you've been working too much, or whatever that belief is, or that feeling, that strong feeling that you have that you're trying to honor. Okay, it's important for you to stand up for it, and like it says, only say yes if you really want to, not saying yes out of guilt or obligation. Okay, because it's important to attend to yourself and things that are going on in your own life, instead of putting it on the back burner all the time to accommodate everybody else. Not that it isn't good to, reach out a helping hand to people. I'm not talking about that, but there are times when we all get into a time when we've put a little bit too much on our plate. And we've given up a lot of ourselves to help and accommodate other people or other situations. So it's about, a reminder to put your foot down. And for a lot of us, the difficulty in that is really just, how do you say what you need to say? How do you go about turning your feelings and expressing them in a way that someone will hear them, understand them, not get offended by them, et cetera, et cetera. So actually, toward that end, I do have a little blog piece that I'll put a link to below called "How Do You Say What You Need to Say?" Something I wrote a few years ago, actually. But anyways, so that's what's up for us this week. There's romance coming in, and honoring our feelings, standing up for ourselves. So it's some forward progress there. Now let's see. I like to check in again with the earth energies. See what's going on. Okay. All right. Let's call upon the energies, the earth, what their messages are going on. There's a couple of them that flipped out of the deck on us. So we have the first one, which is the shaman, and it's about ancient healing wisdom. Okay, we all have a little bit of it. We're calling upon, just in general, I think there's a lot of people who are going back to this ancient wisdom. There's a lot of people who are being called to a healing path, to helping people, like, enhance the consciousness, the greater consciousness of people, to help uplift it. And that speaks to ancient healing wisdom. It's tribal wisdom that is truly very wise. And so there's a lot of people who are feeling the call back to that. There's a lot of people who are stepping forward with that wisdom and knowledge to help us through this time. Okay, so the next one we got is ceremony, invocation. So I do feel like there's a lot of you out there who do rituals. Okay, and many of you do, and there's crystals in this. So I get a sense of a lot of you out there doing crystal grids because you're very empathic, and a lot of you are very in tune to what's going on, on the planet and how it's affecting people and the energies. Our planets are coming out of retrograde now. Actually, as of yesterday, Mercury is now out of retrograde. And next week, beginning of next week, Mars will be going out of retrograde. So we'll finally be kind of inching our way out of retrograde season. So that should lighten up or shift the energies yet again. But I feel like there's a lot of you who are pulling out and doing your crystal grids. You're doing some rituals to help with your own, personal growth or struggles through this time, but also to help, the planet, help the people on the planet, and the energies that are going on right now, including the political turmoil. Okay, so you're invoking, the higher energies, the healing energies, calling upon your ancient healing wisdom. Okay, so, and we also got this card of unfoldment, which is about enlightenment. All right, this is the lotus flower, and it's symbolic of spiritual unfoldment and enlightenment. All right. So, and there's, in this beautiful image, you can see the sun, at least that's what it looks like to me, the sun breaking through the clouds. And yeah, that's exactly what it looks like. The sun breaking through the clouds, kind of like it is when you have those moments of spiritual clarity and aha, and that's more than just an idea. It's kind of like an awakening or a shift deep within yourself, okay? And it has to do with your own unfoldment, your own emergence as the real you, okay? So that's an interesting way to wrap up the week, okay? And, maybe related to that assertiveness that came up, it's, allowing the true you, the spiritual you, the soul, to open up and unfold so that people see your real beauty, okay? And so that you see your real beauty too. And it's like a dawning, or a parting of the clouds. I think that's very much how it may feel as we get towards the end of the week. I know personally for myself as an empathic individual, and I know many of you out there are empathic as well who watch this video, when these planetary energies, like a Mercury in retrograde, finally goes out of retrograde, you feel the change in the energy. And it feels just kind of like this. Oh, the clouds parting and the sun kind of finally coming through, that uplifts you and makes you feel better. A Mercury retrograde energy can feel very heavy sometimes, especially as it goes into it and out of it. So I know to me this is symbolic of how it feels when that energy finally lifts. And even though Mercury's gone out of retrograde as of yesterday, it went direct, it sometimes takes a little bit. It still takes like 2 or 3 days for that energy, that renewed energy, that unfold, to lift and help you to feel more like yourself again. So I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling very tired this weekend. That's how the energy affects me. It leaves me a little bit unmotivated, even though I have time and space to do stuff and all sorts of projects that are waiting to be attended to. There's a part of me that just needs to rest and integrate and doesn't feel like doing anything. It's really kind of disconcerting at times, because I start to wonder, where the heck is my motivation going? And sometimes it can be a combination of the foods you've been eating, if you haven't been eating well, that are affecting your energy, and the celestial energies that are going on. So, but as we get to the end of next week, a lot of that is lifting away so that your flower can open again. So anyways, and actually, just as a quick note on my Facebook page, I'm going to be posting the latest assignment update. So if you are interested in that, I will put a link to that below, but you can find me on Facebook under my name, Pat Rainville. I have a page that's for me as a coach, and a page that's my own personal page. So I'll probably post it in both. But anyways, so I hope you have a lovely week. Please feel free to make any comments below. And I look forward to speaking with you again soon. Have a great week, everyone.